as he spoke to this crowd here. Let me bring in CNN national reporter Nick Valencia, who attended this memorial service. Media was invited. You attended, no cameras, but you were allowed to sit in there, and also have HLN legal analyst Joey Jackson, which, Joey, I'm going to get to you in a minute. But first of all, when I saw over the weekend
Joey,
he was allowed to call in from jail, whether he is guilty or not, I have never heard of something like that happening.
That was a topic of conversation among the reporters there. No one, I don't know if we call it unprecedented, but none of us there had ever heard of anything like it before. He called in at the start of the service. The pastor that was leading the service said, if you see Leanna Harris on the phone, it's because Justin Ross Harris, he goes by Ross to his friends, Ross is going to call in. He did call in on that cell phone. That cell phone was taken up to the front of the podium as his father, the grandfather of 22-month-old Cooper Harris, was delivering a eulogy. So you could hear Ross Harris sobbing, just choking back tears over the phone. He thanked those in the crowd. He thanked them for the support that they've given him. He thanked them for the support of his son. And at one point, they stood up.
They gave him a standing ovation.
Yes, there was 2 standing ovations. One that was prompted by one of the family friends that said, in a theater, when an actor does something well, you give him a standing ovation. Cooper Harris deserves a standing ovation. The crowd applauded. As Leanna Harris stood in front of the crowd there, defending her husband.
Defending her husband at her child's funeral.
And Brooke, what stood out to us in the crowd was that this service should have all been about 22-month-old Cooper Harris. And it was just as much about Cooper Harris as it was the phone call from the father, the suspicion surrounding the child's death, Leanna Harris feeling compelled to say that she wasn't angry. She says, I know that there are questions about why I can stand up here, put together, and not be a ball of tissues and snot and dirt. She shared a story saying that the last 2 nights that this baby was alive, that he had trouble sleeping, so he slept in between the parents. And she said that that's a moment that she'll remember forever. She also went on to say that Ross Harris has been a wonderful father and a leader of the family, and that it's not if, but when they have more children. She said that they had had a lot of trouble having this baby and that it changed their life when he came into their life. It was extraordinary.
Actually, so much support for this father.
I think that this has wedged open the door, and we're going to see groups try to kick it open when it comes to women's rights and perhaps even other rights as well.
Go ahead, Elizabeth.
And it's not that the employer is saying you can't get that IUD or that emergency contraception. It's that we're not going to pay for it.
Right. And I think that's the beginning of the next conversation, what happens with the government. And also, and Jeff Toobin, and we'll talk about this next hour, it may not just be, women issues and contraception and maybe medical issues like vaccinations. It could be, issues with same-sex married employers, employees. It opens the door potentially. We'll talk to Jeff Toobin about that. But for now, ladies, thank you so much. And it's an important conversation. It was a massive ruling today from the nation's highest court. Elizabeth Cohen, Sunny Hostin, thank you so much.
Thanks.
Mr. Till, do you think it's
wow, sweet. You were right in there. That's couldn't fit a car in that space. Jesus, good morning. What time is it in Los Angeles? It's still the morning, isn't it? In LA, Sacramento, Marshland, Oregon, right? Seattle, my old hometown of Portland, Oregon. All these places, it's, you got it. So don't mess, okay?
surely a little bit of gratitude is overdue. Go ahead and make
We got a huge decision in the U.S. Supreme Court. I played that over and over for you. You better know by now when I give you a quiz. What do we learn from this? What happened in the U.S. Supreme Court? How does it matter to you and me? If you're one of my old pals and you've been around a while, you know how I'm coming down on this. It's over 30 years of defending Christian Scientists, Seventh-day Adventists. Because the Constitution is no good unless it covers everybody, okay? And I see no one arguing that point with me. So I don't want to hear, it doesn't. Of course it does. It's how well, how efficiently, how effectively can it do that? But don't give me no crap. It's not. By the way, how did the kids do? Over the weekend, we cleaned out the studio, and they said, can we redo the walls? I said, well, we have the logo. I said, put a drop cloth over the logo, and you kids do what you want. So look at this behind me. It's beautiful. Can you tell which kid did which? Exactly. Which side? Over my, this will be your left? It's my left, so it'll be your right. Okay, so over your right, they did like the logo. On the other side, the one did the typical listener to the show, the lady with the supermarket cart, or the soccer mom, or the guy delivering for UPS. These kids are adorable. And then the mother did this. How do you like this one? That's the mother. The mother says, "That's me." Look at me. Can you tell which one is me? Which one is me? Everybody is an artist, huh? That's what my dad said when he yelled. Everybody's an artist. He goes, "You know what kind of artist? A BS artist." I am laughing. It's Monday. Do you think I care if the Supreme Court is going to start a big problem? Let them start it. They're off all summer. I can handle this. I got this one. Hobby Lobby. Got it. This takes me back to law school. It takes me back to legal undergraduate classes even undergrad. But law school is just made up of this huge dilemma here. Awesome dilemma. It's about time. Get ourselves a good dilemma, because we've been having nothing but easy going. We haven't been struggling with any major questions, and that's why everything has been going to crap.
So you wanna jump out your trick bag and ease on
At Till Show Monday. Uh-oh, watch it.
You ain't just exactly sure what's here.
Wow, that was loud also.
Started to let your hair go, spend big bucks to cop your wardrobe, but somehow you know there's much more to the trip. What is hip?
Okay, are you good now? Because I believe we're on both cameras, bro. Okay?